We believe we've come up with a next generation learning management system that allows us to increase the efficiencies and effectiveness of every one of our classrooms, ultimately leading to an individualized and instructional environment for all learners. Basically, we have a tool that I call Creates the Magic. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let me go to our dashboard, and this is a quick sight of a look at what our tool from the dashboard page looks like. As you can see, like many other tools, it has a notification system. It has a learner summary that allows me to be able to see as a learner, also as a parent or as a teacher, how I'm performing based on the standards of all the courses that I'm engaged in. And this dashboard is very similar from the teacher's perspective as well as the student's perspective. And you can see my progress monitor here. It shows that my performance is not complete. My pace is on task, but my performance at the threshold which we determined is still not where it needs to be. Let's take a look at what a specific class would look like, and I can give you a chance to see what we call the magic. I'm going to take a look here and go all the way through to the final exam, and I'm going to show you what as I said before, what we call the magic. Let's take this little pretest here. And as you can see, it has a number of assessments, and many of our local districts in Kent County right now are using this tool for their final exams at the high school level. This is being used for Lowell High School. So as I go through this, you can see that it has a multiple choice question here. There's a variety of questions. I believe much of these are multiple choice, but you have drop and drag, plot, you have gizmo format, Mad Libs, all different kinds of ways to be able to assess learners with that are very similar to the Smarter Balance and Park type assessment. In this format, though, I think we've just embedded standards aligned questions that are multiple choice. So without going through this whole piece, let's just finish this exam and let me show you what the magic looks and feels like. So once, as a learner, I submit my exam, this is the feedback I get back. If I want to see why I need to know this, here's the exact standard that question is aligned to. But here's where it becomes special. If I scroll all the way down this exam, what makes this experience different for the learner is that when I complete my exam, based on my performance, the tool from the standards-based library provides me additional resources specific to me to remediate the errors, the identified standards that I may be weak at or I have not met the threshold for performance. For example, based on my performance, and it wasn't very good on this assessment, these are the two key standards that I failed to meet. Again, there'd be probably a whole lot more, but as a result, I get these recommended resources. From a teacher standpoint, there's no possible way I can continue to provide all the differentiated instruction necessary to meet every individual learner. But leveraging this tool, that's the magic. Let's take a quick look at how this tool, for example, here we go. I can see this, and these are lessons that are created that are aligned to my area of weakness. Automatically draws them from my library, and the tool has it. But let's take a look at how this tool compares with every other tool that's out there. Again, this tool, if you look at Edify, which is our tool, compared in this comparison to Schoology, Edmodo, and Moodle very similar to Blackboard. This tool provides 4 key components that no other tool provides. First, it has an assessment item repository that's standards aligned. You know exactly what standards should be in a course, and you have the opportunity to be able to assess the student's performance and provide that student with resources aligned to their areas of weakness. The standards-based alignment is critical. All courses that are created within this course are built along the standards that are aligned to that course. It allows for the uniqueness and personalization based on the performance that the learner has on their assessment. Every course has a pre-test, a post-test. It has the flexibility for you to be able to develop your own courses, import standards from every single state, including standards that are Common Core. The test bank can be created from your own staff, or you can import test banks into that. Currently we have the NWA assessment items imported that are aligned to the Michigan standards, but those assessment banks can be aligned to any state standards, and we've crosswalked those between Michigan standards and Common Core. And the critical component here is the Learning Resource Repository or Resource Repository is native to this system. Only Schoology has the opportunity to be able to have their own library. This library, though, connects all learners in a common library where you as a teacher can create your own briefcase and save your own resources, or you can contribute those resources to all other teachers. It creates the uniqueness of a competitive and collaborative environment where great teachers share their lessons with other teachers, and learners get a chance to thumbs up or thumbs down and critique those lessons, as well as their colleagues, teachers, get to critique those lessons, and ultimately the benefit goes to the learner. No other tool does what our Edify tool does. If you want more information, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Dr. William Smith at Kent Intermediate School District in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Have yourself a great day.